Cool. Hi, everybody. My name is Terry Bowen, and I am a soul coaching master practitioner and trainer. And this is LuAnn, who is also a soul coaching master practitioner and trainer. And we're going to just have a little brief chat and talk about why we got into soul coaching, what led us to then kind of go up to become trainers. And really talk about our upcoming class, which is starting on June 30th in Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. And it's a 7-day residential course so that you'll be immersed in our training program that we'll be delivering so that you can become a soul coaching practitioner. So I'm going to start off with asking LuAnn really, first of all, hello LuAnn, by the way, I never said hi.
Hi everybody. It's so nice to connect with you this way. It's kind of fun, kind of new to use a video to talk about a class. So I'm very excited. Also very excited about co-teaching with Terry, which is, I'm looking forward to it. I'm also thinking how wonderful for everybody taking the class to have two trainers to learn from. So it's one of the really exciting aspects about this class is having two people who have come from different backgrounds and reasons why they're in soul coaching to give you that perspective. Between Terry and I know we've worked with hundreds of people around the world, and we are so excited to share with you all the things that we've learned throughout this journey, throughout the journey. So Terry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it helps that we're kind of both good friends. And we've kind of been known each other, 8 years, I think. No, 7 years. 7 years. This April, 7 years. So it's been a real great time. So I'm very excited that we get to teach together. So what did you get into soul coaching for? How was it that you came across it?
Well, my journey was that I started out in interior alignment, feng shui, and space clearing, and that's Denise Lin's feng shui system. And I had studied that. I was working as a practitioner. I had even trained as a teacher of that. And what I was finding is I would have clients, wonderful clients, who would tell me things that they wanted in their life. That's what feng shui does, and space clearing is it helps you manifest things in your life. And they would tell me like those things like, I want a better job. I want more money. And so we would put the feng shui into effect and they would get a better job. They would make more money and they still weren't happy. Like it wasn't what gave them happiness. And so what I discovered is that by using soul coaching, well, Denise announced that she was going to be teaching a soul coaching course. And I thought that sounds really interesting and a great additional service to be able to offer my clients. So, excuse me, while my office assistant here gets to sit on the other part of the chair. My reason for taking it was really, this is an additional service I can offer my clients. I hadn't expected it to be such a powerful transformation program for me, though. When I went through the soul coaching program, I realized that I was holding on to a lot of baggage from my other career, from a lot of things. And as I worked through the things, my business kind of really blossomed. And then the other aspect was that now I had an additional service I could offer my clients so that we could do soul coaching work, which allowed them to really explore what would really bring them joy in their life, and then use the feng shui and space clearing to support that. So that's my journey into it. It was so amazing for me, and what it did for my life. And then it was that additional service. And the cool thing is, every time I take a group of people through soul coaching, I do it myself. So I've probably gone through the program, I don't know, like 40 times now.
Wow.
Not more, and you would think after all this time I'd have it like my life, there would be nothing to do, but it's almost like peeling an onion. Like there's always another layer that you can get to where you think, I didn't think it could be better, but it is. So that's what I love about soul coaching. How about you? Tell me about your journey into soul coaching.
So mine's probably a little bit similar, but there's a bit of a difference. So for me, I was working as well as a full-time job. I'm a medium, intuitive, and I was doing oracle card readings for people. And what I found was that people were coming to me, but they weren't coming for a reading to be inspired. They were coming for like, oh, what should I do with my job? What should I do with this? And it was basically, it felt like a lot of pressure for someone who wanted me to, they wanted me to tell them how to live their life. And that was kind of not what I was about. And it's not what I wanted to do. So I started looking around for different programs or different things that I could do or to add to what I was doing already as a medium and intuitive. And the word coaching came up. So a little bit of a longer story is that I signed up to a coaching program, even though my gut instinct was telling me it's not the right thing. And my spirit guides and helpers and loved ones were all saying like, are you sure about this? This isn't right. So I signed up and I spent a lot of money. And it was a terrible course. It just was not for me. It was so, it didn't have the spiritual aspect or the soul work that I was looking for, or something that had a more deeper meaning. It was very, um, not that it was a bad program, I won't say that, but it was that it kind of focused on more the surface things and helping people to go where they wanted to, as opposed to as kind of finding something that was more joyful, that gave them the live the life that they really wanted. Because sometimes we can say, oh, I want to make more money, but actually what we want is more time for ourselves. So the next thing happened was that I found soul coaching, and I found Denise Lynn through Hay House Radio and listened to her show, and I thought, wow, I love this woman, this is great. So I signed up to do the program. I did the program myself, which probably wasn't easy, but I did it. And I noticed that, that my confidence, increased, even though it was just a little piece, a little part of the program that I did. I felt a little bit more confident. And I did it again and thought, wow, this is something. And then when I did it a third time, I kind of knew that I wanted to be a soul coaching practitioner. That was the next thing. That was what was going to help me and help my clients as well. So I signed up for my training, and this was back in June 2008. So I've been doing this a good 8-9 years now, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. What I didn't expect was for more self-development, was for more insights, was for more stuff to come up and just finally be released, which kind of had a lot of things around my own personal life and my own journey. So it was great to actually just kind of really kind of clear that stuff out and start to live my life and then help people. So I started running soul coaching groups, taking people through the program, and the results that people got were just phenomenal. And the wonderful thing was, I think people do associate me with what they achieved, and that's always great. But at the same time, I kind of think, well, actually, no, you've done this yourself. And sometimes we can't always praise ourselves easily. So it's good to kind of put it on someone else. And I always just kind of like to feed that back to people. Is it's like, you did the work. You're the one that stepped up. And for me, what I'm looking for when I'm looking to work with someone, and when I'm looking for those that kind of come to the trainings, for those that are looking to help other people, to enrich their lives, to kind of help them live the life that they love. Because in the same time as you do that, you do it for yourself as well. Um, and I think if it wasn't for soul coaching, and I don't know whether I've ever said this out loud, I probably wouldn't have come out as a gay man, for starters. I wouldn't have written a book and short stories. I wouldn't have traveled kind of around a lot of back and forth to America, because that's just a place that I love and it feeds my soul. So soul coaching is, as much as this training will help people become soul coaching practitioners, I think it also just enables them to enrich their lives even more so.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a twofold effect of what it does to blossom your own life, as well as giving you the tools. And, soul coaching is not a therapy. It's not,
No.
it's not therapy. It's kind of structured in the sense that Denise has provided at least 4 different 28-day programs that are written out, that you can work with people, take them through. They go through the exercises, the processes, and you are there. Soul coaching is really what you do is you're creating a sacred space for people to find
Yeah.
their own joy. You're not telling them the answers.
Yeah.
You're creating that space. So for me, people who are drawn to soul coaching are those people who, like you said, Terry, They're people who want to help other people make a difference in their lives. And they do that by holding that safe and sacred space. And we teach techniques on how to have that rapport with clients, how to create a sacred space to meet in, and then processes to use with people, guided journeys, which we call soul journeys, that allow people to really get in touch with their own deep messages. We talk about using oracle cards in a really special way
Yeah.
so that you can help people find their own messages. And so there are so many different tools and techniques that you come away empowered with. So, for people who want to make a difference in other people's lives, whether they want to do it as a full-time job, whether they want to do it as a part-time thing, if it's something you're just drawn to, because you want to offer this to people, you will come away feeling empowered. You also get to practice every technique in class. So it's not like you just walk away with this toolkit and go, now what do I do? It's you get to practice it. And
Yeah.
the real exciting part is not only during the 7 days together will we be doing some really fun experiential things. We are going to be right on the edge of Lake Erie. We're going to see the water. This program is a lot about connecting with the elements. So being able to connect with the element of air and water, fire and earth. And Terry and I will have some great processes and experiences for you. We also have some bonus things we're going to be offering too. I'm going to have an evening. It's an optional evening, but it's for the people in the course that if you want to learn more about how to dress to empower yourself, so that using the concepts of feng shui, the 5 elements, understanding what your essence is. And of course, as a part of this class, you're going to be learning a lot more about yourself,
Yeah.
probably anyway. But learning your essence and then how to dress to empower your essence and your intention. That's what I'm going to be offering. Terry, what's the special thing you want to offer people?
So I love working with Oracle cards. So as part of the program, as part of the training, we will be discussing that. But I'm actually going to take it deeper, and I'm going to share some of the spreads that I use with my clients, which I don't let on publicly. There's different ways that I work with cards to really kind of help my clients kind of unravel and tap into their own kind of intuition, especially from a coaching point of view. So I'm going to do an evening of that, working with Oracle cards. And yeah, I'm going to kind of give you some secrets and things that work in coaching, and how you can kind of incorporate that into some of your business. But what I also am keen to do, and we'll be working with the group, is post the actual course. So post the week training, it's not going to be a case of, well, there you go, there's your certificate, off you go. I'm very keen to kind of help people kind of step into their power as well. So I'll be doing some online coaching groups specific for the group, so that they can kind of really start to incorporate what it is that they've learned. And I know what it's like when you're kind of getting ready to run your first group, and it's always good to kind of let you fly and do your own thing, but at the same time it's always good to have someone that's behind you to kind of support you. So I'll be there doing that as well. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to be offering. So, but I'm really excited about the Oracle cards. I'm working with those, especially Lake Erie looks. I've not been there, so I'm very excited to kind of to get to go. But it looks like it's a very beautiful place, and
It's
the
a,
hotel that we've kind of found and selected is does look looks a beautiful place. So it's going to be a great time for us to kind of really connect to the program.
It is. And our course is being offered what we call as a day course, which means you don't have to stay at the hotel we've chosen. However, they are giving us some special rates. So
Yeah.
if you want to book, there is a special rate. It's a newer hotel, so it's got some really nice amenities. If you're a water person, they've got an indoor pool, an outdoor pool. There's a fitness center. There's restaurant and bar on site, but we're also kind of in the heart of the Erie Center. So there's other places that you
Yeah.
could go and visit. And we are right on the lake, so it gives you that connection to water right there. Also,
Definitely.
another really cool thing about this course, and it's one of the reasons that we chose the timing of this course, is Erie is about an hour's drive from a place called Lilydale. And Lilydale, for those who know, is a spiritualist community where they have a lot of um, mediums and mediumship work, but they also have great weekend presenters. And right after our class finishes, that weekend, Denise Lynn and Meadow Lynn are the speakers over at Lilydale. So if you fly into the area, you might plan to spend that extra weekend and go experience Meadows talk on Friday, and then Denise is both Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And Denise, the founder of Soul Coaching, you will just really get to experience her essence, her energy, her generosity, her heart, and know where the root of this program comes from.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a wonderful whole experience. I would encourage you, if you're thinking about this, to start looking at how to get to Erie. Okay, there's a little airport in Erie, and so if you get yourselves to the airport, I would be glad to pick you up at the airport and bring you over to our hotel area. If you're staying in another place close to our hotel, I'd be glad to take you there too.
Yeah.
And so, I'm just trying to make it as easy as possible for you. Also, for those people who sign up by our early bird special, because we're having kind of an early bird special because we want to get people locked in, know who's going to come. For those people who sign up and pay their deposit by April 15th,
Yeah.
if you're interested in going to the Lilydale event with Denise and Matt. So, it's a great reason to get signed up early. I don't know. I'm so excited about this. So excited.
It's going to be a lot of fun. So I got certified as a trainer back in December. Was it December? Yeah, December. Time flies when you're having fun. And so yeah, so this class is it's going to be kind of quite an awesome class. And as I say, I've through my time and through my years of doing soul coaching groups, both in person, online, and these are all things that you'll be able to do as well if you as a soul coaching practitioner. So you'll be able to do an online group, you'll be able to do an in-person group, you'll be able to work one-on-one. You'll be able to also do a lot of other kind of mini workshops and things. It's such a full and immense program and things that you'll be able to do. So whilst we look at soul coaching, it may be you think, oh, it's just a 28-day program that I'll be able to teach or I'll be able to take people through. That's not the case. There is just so much more around collages, spirit sticks, miracle boxes, as well as oracle card readings as well. So there's a lot to kind of to take in over the week, but it's going to be a real my vision is going to be real fun, but also it's just going to be really immersive, so that you'll be able to take the most out of it whilst you're with us.
Exactly. And as Terry said, there's so many different ways you can do it. And I think the benefit of coming to study with Terry and I is we've both been doing this for a while. I started in 2003. Terry's been doing it since 2008. We've worked with literally hundreds of people.
Yeah.
And if you're thinking that a little town where I live, maybe there's nobody who would want to come. Number one, you might be surprised how many people in your little town might be interested in what you do.
Definitely.
The other thing is, both Terry and I can help you understand how you can leverage the internet. There's so many ways you can do things as a distance consultation or a distance coaching program with people, and even holding online workshops. So, there's so many ways to do this. If you have the passion that you want to help people find more joy in your life, then this is the class for you.
Definitely. Cool. All right. Well, thanks very much, LuAnn. Thank you for those of you that are watching and listening. If you have any questions, then there should be a way to contact us, kind of like down below on the webpage. I'm hoping that I'm able to put links in and everything later. But yeah, get in touch with us. If you're interested in taking this further, then we'll really be happy to hear from you.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
Great. Thanks very much, everyone. Goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye. Talk to you soon.
Cheers.